Hey, addict. And Ken. 8. It's the 8th. I apologize for not being on the past couple of nights, but I just been tired. Rebellion. Boy, that's a good one. We need not lose faith when we become rebellious. Many of us have lived our entire lives in revolt. Our initial response to the type of direction is often negative. Automatically, rejection and authority seems to be troubling character defect for many addicts. Although a thought self-examination can show us how we react to the world around us, we can ask ourselves if our rebellion against people, places, and institutions is justified, and if we keep running along enough, we can usually get past that others did not overcome our own part in our affairs. We need that others did to us was not important as how response to the situations we found ourselves in. Regular inventory allows us to examine the patterns in our reactions and our life to see if we phone to critic revolutions. What is a suggestion to the rather than a risky rejection? We scarcely harbor resentments against authority if led to themselves. Them resentments can lead us away from our program of recovery. The intervention proposes allows us to overcome, evaluate, and after our rebellious patterns, we can change the world and take on an inventory, but we can change the way we react to it. Just for today, I want freedom from turmoil and rebelliousness before I act. If I will inventory myself and think about my true values. Rebellion is very dangerous because rebellion can lead to relapse because we harbor this resentment, we hold this argument, and we argue with these people, and we hold reservations, and reservations become resentment, resentment becomes rage, and then we want to stuff. We go back to our old behavior. Well, if we don't do that in the first place, see, step 10 is so important in this aspect. That if we're wrong, we promptly admit it. Step 10 is step 10 is very simple, okay? And if we do a step 10 on a regular basis, we're not going to be in that bad situation where rebelliousness is going to lead us back out there. So how do we do that? Well, step 10 is we continue to take personal inventory, and when we were wrong, promptly admit it. So it's very important that if we wrong a fellow addict, we go to that person right away, because not only us can hold resentments and reservations and rebelliousness, but they can too. And we can't take their inventory, but we have to protect ourselves and notify them that we're wrong. I mean, I just heard a friend of mine talk about how this person put them down, and then they come to them and apologize to them, and that is so cool. Okay, that's a step 10 all the way. And this is what we need to do. We need to do a step 10 with that garbly goop and that horse pucky. Okay, we don't need that garbly goop in our life. Okay, because it just clouds our minds and holds reservations, and we begin to hate those around us. So we can't do that. I mean, then you're going to get like I am in a home group where nobody wants me because they harbor resentment and hatred and bitterness toward me. It's their program, but I'm not going to put myself in that situation to be able to be mocked at, made fun of, and laughed at. I'm just not going to do it. So may the Lord bless and keep you until we meet again.